What up guys, Alex here, GuitarForce.com. So we continue with the series Great Licks played by different guitar players. In today's lesson we're going to take a look at a lick which was played by Paul Gilbert in his song Technical Difficulties in the beginning of the solo, one of his variations. And I actually modified this lick a little bit. I've added a little bit of tapping and a slightly different pattern. So I still hope you like it. And the tuning for this lesson is going to be standard, so without further ado, let's go for the close-up and start the lesson. Alright, so this lick is a sort of modification of Paul Gilbert's lick that he played in one of his variations on Technical Difficulties in the solo, the beginning of it. The way he played it goes like this. So he just went through, using a sequence, he went through the minor pentatonic scale. So we're going to be doing the same, going through the first position of the E minor pentatonic right here. But we're also going to add a little bit of tapping. So we're going to be tapping another part of the pentatonic, which is part of the third pattern. Right here, or the fourth, if you will, because they share the same notes. So we're going to be tapping basically all of the strings on the 19th fret. And now the notes which is here on the B string on the 19th fret, if we have to be precise and true to the pentatonic, the minor pentatonic is going to be actually on the 20th fret right here. But we also can use this one because it's a part of the, well, it's just one note of the minor scale, which is the ninth. And the ninth interval always sounds nice over when you include in pentatonics or arpeggios and things like that. So what we have here is a sequence. So basically we go, I'm going to explain first the tapping. So the tapping is really simple. We just tap on the 19th frets. Then we pull off to the 12th, and then we hammer on onto the 15 on the low E string. Then we go to the next string, again we tap on the 19th fret, pull off, and then we have 12 to 14. So we follow the minor pentatonic scale on the strings, but tapping the same fret here. Now the sequence goes like this. We play the first three strings, so starting with the low E, like that. So we play the three strings here, then we go back to the A string and we again play three strings, then again going back to the one string, so we go to the D and we do the same thing. So when we get to the B, obviously you have to change, you have to follow the pattern of the minor pentatonic, the first position, so we'll have to hammer on onto the 15th fret. And then again we go back one string, so we go to the G and do the same thing. Okay, so that's the whole sequence. So slowly it would be like this. So when we get up to the high E string, now in the tablature what I've tapped out is we go back down again using the same pattern, so going three strings up, then coming back one string and going in the same using the same pattern, but the tapping is going to change slightly. So we have here, we tap the 19th fret, pull off to 15 and then pull off to 12. So we have this. And essentially we use the same pattern, so we go downwards. We play three strings, then come back to the B string and again three strings. Again going to the G string and playing three strings again. And then one more time. And and then last note you hammer on onto the 14th fret of the D string. So that's the whole pattern. Like that. Now in the short solo that I did in the intro, I slightly changed it. I added a few variations, but that's the lick that I wanted to show you. So just a kind of simpler one. So going up one way and then going down again using the same pentatonics but slightly different pattern. So if I put together all of the parts slowly, it's going to be like this. Now in the intro, if you're interested, I've added a few variations. So when I got up to the high E string after the first pattern, up to here, then I did just two of these taps, adding also the 9th here, which is on the 14th fret of the high E string. So tapping 19 and then pulling off to 15, 14, 12. I did it twice, and then I played these 3 strings. Then I went up to the high E again and I played it a little bit faster, the pattern that we've discussed earlier. So the same thing. Like that. And then just added a few other licks in there as well, just for, just to keep the little solo going on. But that's the main pattern and that's how it goes. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is the time value of the notes. So here we're going to be using a sextuplets, so that means 6 notes to the beat, and we play the first 3 as a triplet here, 16th notes. So that's 3 notes, and then you move on to the next string. That's another 3 notes, so altogether 6 notes. So we play these 2 strings to 1 beat. Okay, so that's why it also has sort of a rhythmical displacements, because we're playing 3 strings, then coming down 1 string and then going up 3 strings and so on and so forth. So that creates this very cool kind of effect of the tapping. Alright, and one last thing before I go regarding playing in different keys. So what you have to do is you have to find the first position of the minor pentatonic scale. Let's say we're in A. And then you have to find the 3rd pattern of the minor pentatonic scale, again in A. So it's right here. So again, you're going to be tapping the 12th fret while playing with the fretting hands on the 5th position here of the A minor pentatonic scale. So the same thing goes here as well. Alright guys, so that brings us to the end of this lesson. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Also, leave your suggestions regarding any licks you want me to transcribe in the comment section below. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Like, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar related stuff. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.